Hi guys, it's Liam. In the last couple of weeks, I learned how to solve a 5x5x5 Rubik's Cube. If you haven't already seen that video, I definitely recommend going to watch it. You can go click down in the description below to see that video. In the next 2 weeks, I'm going to be trying to learn how to juggle. My goal of this is to be able to juggle 3 balls for a minute without dropping them. So without further ado, let's get started. Okay, so I watched a couple videos on juggling, and I think the first step we're trying to do here is we're trying to be able to throw the ball up consistently every time, just kind of above eye level here, and get it to come down and land in the same spot every time. So as you can see, I've just been practicing this, not a very good idea. What we should be able to do, I should be able to close my eyes, and I should be able to catch it. So I'm going to practice that for a little while, and then we can move on from there. Just get the consistency down. There's also supposed to be a little bit of a scoop at the bottom. So you come down, scoop, scoop. They said it adds flow or something to juggling. So I've been trying to kind of do that too. So I'm at a point now where I can kind of throw the ball up, and I know where it's going to land every time. So the next thing we're trying to do is what I just showed you. We're trying to throw one ball up, and just before it lands, get the other ball. So we're kind of juggling with 2 balls now. So it's something like that, sort of. So I'm getting this down, and once I get this down, I can add another ball, and it'll kind of be the same thing as this. One ball goes under the other. When I always looked at juggling, I thought they were going kind of like in a circular pattern, like one ball goes high, one ball goes low, but it's not really like that. It's like every time you throw the ball, it's going to go about the same height, just above your eye level, but the balls aren't going to be going like 2 at the same time. So this one's going to be about to land. You're always going to have at least one ball in your hand, and yeah. So I've just been practicing this. I'll do that a little more, and then we'll move on. So here's just a little trick that I saw some people doing to kind of learn what it feels like to always be like throwing one ball up while one ball's about to land. So you have them in the 2 different hands, but you make sure you never have both balls in your hands at the same time. So I'll throw one up, up, up. So I just moved on from 2 balls to 3 balls now. I think really it's the technique of juggling. You have to understand what you're trying to do to be able to do it. So once you kind of know you're throwing one ball up, one ball under it, this ball goes up, and then on its way down you throw this ball under it. And once you kind of get that and know, and you feel it out with 1 ball and 2 balls, and do this little thing, then it's not really so much of coordination, it's more just practicing it and getting the feeling for it. So kind of like riding a bike, you just have to do it, and once you get it, it's like kind of clicks and you can do it. So I've just been trying with 3 balls now. So I have 2 in my dominant hand, my right hand here, and I'll throw this ball, which is in the front, up, and this ball under it. And then ideally I'd like to be able to get this one going up as the 3rd toss. So like 1, 2, 3. It's kind of like that. So I'm just going to try to work up, maybe get 4 tosses in, and then see. Our goal's a minute, so I think a minute will just come with a lot of practice. I don't think there's much more technique or anything I can learn. I'd also like to learn, maybe some tricks in juggling or something, like behind the back or like whatever. So I'm going to see if I can do that too, because I think the minute, it will come actually pretty soon. So I found out something cool. I was kind of researching juggling and tricks and stuff. So in, I guess, records for juggling, if you're juggling a certain number of balls, there's something called a flash and something called a qualify. So a flash is when you are able to throw and catch as many times as the number of balls you have. So here I have 3 balls, so a flash, I would throw 3 times and catch 3 times, and that isn't actually considered juggling. But then if I do it 6 times, because that's double the number of balls I have, that would be called a qualify, and that would count as juggling. So if you had a record, say you had 8 balls or something, then you would have to do 16 throws and 16 catches to qualify it and count as juggling. So here, if I do 6, then that would count as juggling. So guys, right now I think it's just a lot of practice we're going to have to do. So we're going to get to that, and then I'll come back and show you guys once I can do it for a minute. Okay guys, so I've been juggling for a while now, and I think I'm finally ready to attempt juggling for 1 minute straight. So, without further ado, let's get started. Okay guys, so there you just saw it. So I was able to juggle for a minute straight. So I think I'm going to make a couple more videos on juggling. So stay tuned for those, and if you haven't seen my last video, the video on solving the 5x5x5 Rubik's Cube, definitely go watch that one too. So thanks for watching, and stay tuned for the next videos.